Big up, everybody. How you doing? Yeti in the house. Oh, look, that's my can, isn't it? Oh, shit. I thought that was a light. How you doing, guys? I'm going to do a watch along for Netherlands and Ireland. So if you want to jump on, you can. I'll drop you the stream and we'll get it sorted. Let's first of all look at the teams. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, hope everyone's good, man. This Saturday, so yeah, looking to do some Among Us at some point. Need 9 people, so if you're up for it, let's do it, man. Because it's a fun game, man. It's a really, really fun game. What is the fucking crack, Yeti? You sexy beast! Back at you, mate. How you doing? How the hell are you, man? You need to stop putting that can in front of my fucking camera. How you doing, man? How's it going? How's it going, mate? The legend Carl Rossi himself. How the fuck are you, man? Right, we've got 17 minutes to go. You'll have to let me know if you can hear the audio when I actually start it up, and we'll go from there. Let's have a look at the teams. Let's have a look at the team sheet, shall we? Don't normally do international games and stuff like that, but how you doing, Javinio, mate? All right. All good, mate. Here went for a long walk, and who would have thought? I feel good. Yeah, mate. It's good. Walks are good. Walks are good. This is not going to be pleasant. Awful lineup. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at that now. I don't really do the international thing, to be honest. I know that probably annoys you guys because we got players that snake you and all that kind of stuff, but you know, it just doesn't interest me. Used to at one point. Where do I find the lineups anyway? Where do I find the lineups? I normally go on Facebook and I can see the lineups, but I can't see them on here. Why do we have Matt Doherty captaining our national team in this day and age? Makes a mockery of everything I stand for. Well, I mean, at least he didn't snake you, I suppose. I'll look at it that way, I suppose, don't you? Hopefully this mic's working all right. Just let me know if it is or if it isn't. Let me just have a look, make sure everything's good. Hope everyone's doing well. Got hella drunk last night, man. Oh my days. Hella drunk. Right, okay, so we've got levels, so we can up the level of the microphone to that. And we can up that to that. Is it? Hold up. International football. I would barely name a player on the Ireland squad. No lie. Yeah, I can't find the team sheet, to be honest. Hello. Probably shouldn't do that when I'm trying to take a drink. Big up to you, Mama Flossie. Every single fucking time, you're awesome, and the rest of you are as well. So it's pronounced Dahuti. Okay, Dahuti, not Dahuti. Okay, it's Dahuti then. Did your PC arrive yet, Yeti? No, I got screwed over by DPD because they said to me that it's going to be here after 12 o'clock. I got up at 10 and got a card through my door saying you've missed your delivery and it's now going to be arriving on Monday. If it's damaged, I shall damage the fucking driver. Once you see Josh Cullen tonight, you will see why I'm so pissed about Rice. Yeah, well, I mean, he did all right against us, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, can you guys still qualify? I mean, I don't even know the situation because I can't stand Southgate. He bores the tits off me, to be honest. I use UPS for my business. They're great in Ireland, at least. Do what? Darbooty, big up all you sexy mofos. Yeah, big up to you as well, Drew, man. I used to like international football, now I only like the major tournaments. I'm starting to loathe our national team. No, we're eliminated completely. Oh, so it doesn't matter then. So if you win, it's just like makes no sense. That's crazy, mate. If you're already out, you're already out, aren't you? So why are they even having the game? Well, obviously because of money, 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 and to wind you all up and piss you all off. Where are the team sheets, guys? Because I can't bloody find them. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop being a retard, and I suppose I'll find them then. Do you mean I'll tune in during the KO stages only if even? Yeah, I mean, I really only bother with the actual tournament. I mean, it winds me up, to be honest, because I think we've got such a good possibility of doing something. But we have a shit manager who basically supports the rainbow and all that kind of crap instead of actually picking players that actually matter, and he's a woke little prick and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I ain't got no time for that. Oh, fuck's sake, I give up. Evening, Mama Flossie, big up Drew, my guy. Evening, Drew. One of our best defenders can't even make the squad, and the other one is on the bench. Stephen Kenny is clueless. I've had my meds at Carl Rossi. Off me head. Big up, Carl. Yeah, big up to all of you guys. Cheers for jumping in. I was going to be playing a game with my mate, but he hadn't asked me, so fuck it. I'm not doing it. Right, anyway, let's have a look at this island football team. Right, here we go. So basically, the players are. If you actually decide to click on that at some point in my fucking lifetime, why can I not click on players? Why can I not click on anything? The fuck? The fuck's going on here, man? What? Ah, here we go. Now, fuck off about your fucking. You know what? These things do my head in. We respect your privacy. Well, if you respect my privacy, fuck off. You know what I mean? I don't get these things. I don't. Right, so you got Bazunu in goal. You got Doherty, Doherty, or whatever Juninho says. Doofy, Scallies, Manning in defence. Knight, Coolan, McGraw, Ogbene. Is it Ogbeni or No, Ogben. I always say Ogben, don't I? So I'm going to continue to say Ogben. Ferguson, which I like. I do like Ferguson, I must admit. And then Johnston. So, was it? I've had my meds. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, to be fair. I like the tournaments, though. Always a great vibe. You will see no one signing the national anthem today, singing the national anthem today. By the way, loads of spineless twats. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much for national anthems and all this, that, and the other. I mean, if you make it the Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen, although that's a bit late on that one, but then I would probably sing it. But I ain't singing no fucking, he ain't my king. Can get fucked, the big fucking tab old bastard. Yeah, Scallies, would you like us to go in for Evan? Mate. I think Evans a big player who's going to be something good. I can't find the Holland squad. I would imagine we've got a few in there. Sangari would be in there, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I actually like Jason Knight. If you like players that give 100%, you will like him. Yeah, he's the Derby guy, isn't he? I mean, yes, I do agree. He does give 100%, but he was a Derby player. He's a Derby prospect, so he's a fucking wanker. Sorry. but he is, because we don't like Derby. We do not like Derby. You should see me screaming Lammer, or whatever that says, during rugby matches. Yeah, I don't know what that fucker says. It's the French, and does it mean surrender? Because I know that's what the French are good at. No disrespect, but that could be what it means. I don't know. If you want to come on, Cole, can mate. No, Arteta would ruin the kid, and I don't think he's a striker suited to our system. And under another manager, I'd like to see him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he gets about. He does things. He does. I suppose he does come deep a little bit too much, where you need someone who's just going to stay up there. I always sing the national anthem. It's pretty much the only Irish I know, but oh well. I think if I was Irish, I'd sing the national anthem. I just can't stand the uppity you fucking arse English national anthem. Can't stand it. God save us. Nah, I'm not even gonna do it. Fuck off. No way. No way. Go fuck yourself with that fucker. I've got 103 subscribers now, guys. So it's going good. It's going good. If anybody wants to go on, you should hop on, man. Be there soon. Yeah. You can come on as well, Mama Flossie, if you want to. I don't mind. Jump on. Let's have a chat. Let's go with it. The English anthem isn't inspiring at all. It ain't inspiring at all. Like I say, you want the Sex Pistols. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. You know, if it was that, then I'd totally get down with it. Congrats on 100 subscribers. Thank you so much, Jaminio. Took a while to get there, but I finally did get there, and they're just going up and up and up now. So, it's all good. Never expected this, to be honest. And, I really appreciate it. Big time. Appreciate all of you. You know what I mean? Big love to all of you. Because, like I say, I'm not like the other YouTubers. I actually respect my subscribers. Everybody who subscribes to me, I subscribe to them. Whether you've got a channel or not, I will definitely subscribe to you as well, because I think that's a respect thing. And I work on respect, and I always have done. What's Javino say? Always turn the volume to the high 40s or 50s of our anthem, mute the other anthem, and only sometimes I leave the commentary on. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. DJ Crane, nice vocals, perfect timing. Big up, Mr. 100 Yeti. Cheers, my dude. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Arsenal history and more. How you doing, Jez? How long will the show be tonight? About 4 hours. Yeah, probably, mate. Just one more thing, Jez. Just one more thing. See, the thing is, I made a mistake in that stream. What I should have done is I should have kept you on, and I should have kept describing how good a fry up tastes. That's what I should have done, but I didn't think I forgot about it at the time. But big up, Jez. Make sure you follow Arsenal history and more. And big up Wolfgang Division. Make sure you follow Wolfgang Division as well. We're taking over this bitch. So yeah, make sure you follow all these guys, because they are absolute awesome creators. Rossi, my bro. Jamino, sup, my dude. Big up DJ Crane as well. Big up Tony Ibarra. Big up every single time, man. Awesome guy. Love matey. Big up, man. Hope all is good. Arsenal history and more. Just one more thing, Jezza. Yeah. Did you guys notice how I set that up? Every time I've been on Jez's stream, I've always gone, just one more thing, Jez. Just one more thing. And I set it up to that crescendo that it became the other night. See, I'm not daft. This Yeti ain't daft. I might live in a cave, but I know all about shit. Wolfie, ahoo, yahoo! If you want to come on, guys, you can. I'll drop you the stream, and if you want to join in with the Among Us streams as well, because Among Us is a quality game. Among Us is absolute quality. Basically, one of us plays the imposter and murders everybody while the others do tasks and stuff like that. And then there's no speech in the middle of the game. But then when it comes to a body being reported, that's where you get the speech on mic and stuff like that. So you can try and sort of trick each other into, not thinking that you're the killer and all that kind. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's about $3.99 on Steam as well. So if you want to get involved in that, get involved. I think I've got 5 up to now. Need 9. So it's a brilliant game. Brilliant game. Be a brilliant streams as well. Be a hell of fun. And I'm really good at being the imposter. I am really good at it, or I was back in the day anyway. I'm probably shit now, but big up to Wolf again, Yahoo, and big up Jez. One more thing, yeah. Evening Arsenal history and more. Yeah, make sure you follow Arsenal history and more. Absolute quality streamer. We have a real good fucking jibe together. It's brilliant. Like I say, guys, if you want to come on, I'll drop you the link. I'll have a look on Instagram in a minute if somebody's asked me. We gave the Dutch a good game in Dublin, but it won't repeat. Ireland at home compared to Ireland away are 2 very different teams. Much love, Tony, by Wolfang Division. Evening Wolf from Carl Rossi. I see who it's from anyway. Poor Jazz is going to get so sick of hearing that. It was brilliant. Oh, it was brilliant. Loved it, man. Loved every minute of that. Yeah, yes, was a glorious stream. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's quality. Absolute quality. Mama Flossie, evening, Mama, and the lovely people in the chat. 100%. Goal. So, you watching the fights? Oh, don't do no spoilers. I'm still not bloody caught up. Big up Jezza. I have actually. I watched the Fazeev Gamrot one last night, and Fazeev's knee went or something, which was a shame because it was looking like it was going to be a really good fight. I might hop on for a bit, but I can't watch the game if I stream. Yeah, up to you, man. Up to you, but you can 100% get on here. Yeah, I used to play Among Us a lot. It's if I still have it downloaded, I'll do it. Yeah, 100%. I think it's on mobile as well. I don't know how we all connect like that, but it's a cracking game, man. DJ Crane, yeah, it was funny, mate. Yeah, it was. It was a class stream, absolute class. Wolfang Division, I'm currently having a 1-man party recording the fights for later, mate. No spoilers. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Still trying to catch up. Wolfie, I'm going to start calling you Robo Wolf. I notice you look like Alex Murphy, aka Robo Cobb. I'm assuming that's a typo, RoboCop. But yeah, still got to read it out, I suppose. When are we doing another random stream? Oh, there'll be some random streams coming, mate. Don't worry about that. There'll definitely be some random streams coming. Shut up, Tony. My friends are laughing. Twat. Mama Flossie, salute the Queen. Absolutely, salute the Queen. 100%. Cheers. Make sure you follow these people. 100%. Cheers for those links. Carl Rossi, always a fucking legend, man. Not like the legend Godfather that is Jez. Today will sadly be James McLean's last competitive game for Ireland, my hero forever. Yeah, I do like James McLean, to be honest. Didn't understand the poppy thing where everyone started going off on it, but I know everybody's got their own opinions on that. My opinion is I don't wear a poppy because I don't feel the need to show other people that I support the guys. I support them anyway. I don't feel the need to show you guys I do. Not you guys, but everybody else, and everybody starts crying because you don't do it. Got friends around yet? Might jump on later. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, no worries. Did you find a forest shirt on eBay, Yeti? I didn't bother, mate. To be honest, I didn't bother. I will get one at some point, but I'm not paying them kind of prices. I looked at it and I didn't like the picture. The picture looked a bit weird to me. It didn't look like it was. It looked like a knockoff type of thing. Wasn't keen on it, to be fair. I can't watch the game if I go on stream, but I can watch the game and stay in chat. 100%, man. 100%. Have a good show. Have a good stream. Big up all the chat. Yeah, big up to you, Wolf, as well. Like I say, make sure you follow Wolfie. Quality streamer. And so have a good evening, mate. Might catch you later. Get on the stream, Jaminio. Yeah, you can, man. You can. Drew Gunner says Wolf. Wolfang Division gives a love heart. Hi, Drew. And sub to Jazz and Wolf. Absolutely. Absolutely. And latest Drew got company. And that one is Tarkal. Did I hear Jez was here? Big up Jez. Yes, he is the man, the legend, the godfather, the legend, the fucking absolute godfather is in the house. I can't unless I missed the game. Well, I mean, it's not really much of a game, is it? Really, if you're already out, then it's not. Oh, wait a minute. If I think we started. Oh, we're doing the national anthems. Gonna have the volume up so far. Let me know if you can hear it. Cancelled. Not for this anyway. If I get cancelled, I want to do it in the right way. So James McLean has to show respect for people who invaded his home, killed and hurt lots of innocent civilians, but lots of people are with Palestine for similar reasons. Make it make sense. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff, to be honest, mate. I don't understand a lot of it, but I see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. It's personal preference. It's down to personal preference at the end of the day. Drew Gunner's evening, mate. Uh, Panda by DHK and Shoot jerseys are good if you want a forest shirt. Yeah, I'll have to look into them. You have to drop them into my. You have to PM me on Instagram and drop those into there, and then I'll have a look at them. I think DHK was the one I wanted to look at, and I forgot what it was called. Most eBay shirts are knockoffs. Yeah, I'm not really that. I mean, I want one. Don't get me wrong, I do want one, but we'll sort it out somehow. What we're sipping this evening, mate? I'm gonna have guess it's gonna be red wine because Jez is very much a creature of habit, so I'm gonna guess it's red wine. A nice Roger, Rio, whatever that is. What is that? Yes, how do you say that? Rioja? I don't really know. Um, Nothing wrong with knockoffs, but you should get charged accordingly. Trying to sell a knockoff for 100 quid is criminal, but they don't. Do they do it? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, man. They do. And like I always say, if people pay it, that's how it goes, really. Kicked off. Hi, buddy, to Jaminio. Nice one, mate. I'm on the sparkling wine tonight, challenging my feminine side. Yeah, Roger. I mean, I don't know what it is. In 2023, Rossi, it's all good. Drew Gunners says, I've got all my Arsenal shirts off eBay, or eBay, all real. Yeah, I got no issue with doing it, but it's just, hold on, let me get this sorted out. Here we go. Don't want to have the stream on my tablet because it freezes it up. It's affecting me. Right, okay, let's get to the game. Let me just have a quick look on Instagram, see if anybody wants to jump on. Nobody does. So we're just going to go with it. Oh, fuck, I've just paused it. Right, so what we got? We got 2 minutes in. Yeah, goalkeeper's got it, about to kick it up the field. Hopefully you can't hear the game. Just let me know if you can. Cullen's got it now, passes it to the right hand side and then into the middle. Don't know off these names, to be honest with you. Back with the Ireland defence, back into the middle. The ball over the top to the right wing. And it's out for a throw in. They got some decent players, though, Netherlands as well. Send us a link on Insta, mate. Yeah, I've on the actual group, I've actually put the link in there. You know where I put the thing to say I was doing the stream. The link's actually on there, but I'll send it you anyway, to make sure that you've got it. There you go. How is everybody anyway? Everybody doing good? Do you want to come on, Jez? You can come on, mate, if you want. I used to get my shirt from Arsenal online, but they've got greedy with the prices. The prices of the shirts are fucking ridiculous, mate. Absolutely ridiculous. No way I'm paying £100 for a shirt. Fuck that. 80 quid. Are you having a laugh, man? You having a laugh? Sad to see Verbruggen in goal. That Flecken goalkeeper almost won Ireland the game last month. That's how bad he is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know many of these players, to be honest with you. But Holland's got the ball just near the centre line. Pass it back. Van Dijk's got it back to his goalkeeper. To the right back, into the middle. Back to the right back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes for the goalie. Building on the left hand side. Oh, that's nice from Ireland. Oh, shot straight at the goalie. Straight for the goalie. It was a good work, well work that was, to be honest. Straight at the goalie, typical Alan Brown. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he should have done better with that. 100% should have done better with that. Is Mr. Rossi in the building yet? No, he's not. So we're waiting for Mr. Rossi to turn up. So what you guys been up to then on this Saturday? I don't Javino anymore. I get my shirt off eBay. They are genuine, not knockoffs. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you can get them cheap, get them cheaper. I just didn't like the look of that Forest shirt. It just didn't look right. And actually, no, there was another thing as well. It was like triple XL. I mean, I'm not being funny, but there's no point me trying that on. It's far too big for me, that is. Be like wearing a fucking sleeping bag. Good shot there from Holland across, basically just past the post from Xavi. Ireland now got it on the right hand side in the defence. Puts the ball over to the centre. Not playing it too bad in the midfield, to be honest. Sprays it to the left, into the middle. Not playing too bad. Oh, bollocks. Up to that point. Google's what are eBay's prices like? Normally about 20 odd pound or something like that, which I think is fair enough for a shirt, to be fair. About 30 quid, I'd say. That's not too bad, actually. I might take a look. Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look, see if Mr. Rossi, the legend, is in here. He's not in here yet. Well, I need a pee. So I've opened the fucking tap. As soon as you open the tap, that's it. You have to be pissing all the time. I might get a catheter fitted. Not because I need it, just because it'd be easier to stream. Because then I don't have to keep going to the toilet and just piss in a bag instead while I'm sat here. And then you lot can see me go, oh, oh. You know how you do when you have a piss. Yeah, I could do that. It was supposed to be a link that Photo Yeti, for some reason it didn't send the link to eBay. I went on eBay and I looked at them, and I just didn't, triple XL. Fuck me, that's like a circus tent. Matt Doherty is half Irish, half Dutch, so won't be surprised to see him throw in the game. Yeah, he might do. You're not playing bad, actually, to be fair. Holland back to the keeper again. Back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk looks around, sees what's about. Nobody's really moving, to be honest. Terrible from Holland, just booted it out, or Netherlands, or whatever you call them. Alan Brown has been tragic, and it's only 10 minutes. Well, I mean, he should have done better with that shot, to be honest. I mean, he had loads of space. He could easily have put that into the other side, but he went for this stupid, like, flick kind of thing, and it just didn't work. It was straight to the goalie. I remember the decent Ireland teams, to be honest. What was that goalkeeper's name? I used to really like that goalkeeper. What was his fucking name? It began with B, didn't it? I can't remember his fucking name, to be honest. Josh Cullen, you absolute spanner. Why are you getting in your teammates' way, you idiot? Idiot. Oh, no. Fuck. Bazunu, 1-0. Weghorst. Weghorst. Mate, you're well in front of me. You're well in front of me, man. Where's the? Let me try and get onto this one instead, because you're well in front of me. Oh well, that one's not doing anything, so don't want to be doing that. But you are well in front of me. But I keep clicking the live thing, and it's not doing anything. Oh my days, mate! Oh my days! What the hell? Oh my days! See, that's what Brown should have done. Wow, bloody Weghorst. Nathan Collins is actually tapped in the head. Nathan Collins is actually shambolic. I wish Nathan Collins declared for England. Yeah, we don't want the crap ones. We just want the good ones like Rice and stuff like that. Why isn't Germany at all? Why isn't Germany at all? I'm here, Yeti. Right, okay, mate. Let me get you in because I need to fucking. You're gonna have to take over as well when you come in because I need piss. Big up the Carl Rossi. He's coming into the house now. Big him up, major fucking legend. The legend man.
Well,
How
lad,
you
what's the
doing?
crack?
Buddy?
Can you hear me all right, lad? Yeah? All good?
Yeah, I can hear you, bud.
Nice one, nice one. So you have me in for the first solo stream, just me and you, and I have to take over straight away when you're going for a piss, yeah?
Yeah, mate. This is your time. This is
Baptism
your
of
time to shine.
baptism of fire, huh?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
All right, I'll chill with the chat anyway. Big up, lads. What's the crack? um, apparently we're 1-0 down, Jaminho. Is that right? Jesus Christ. So I'm not able to watch the game here now, being live. So it's just me chatting here now, solo. So Jesus. How are you all doing anyway? How's your Saturday been, lads? Put it in the comments. I'll reply to it. Give me something to go with, you know. But yeah, I haven't watched. Jesus, I haven't watched international football now since a good while. I'd only ever watch kind of the knockout stages of the tournaments. You know, when it gets to like the round of 16 quarters, I might hop in then. But other than that, as I said earlier in the chat, there, I could barely even name a player on the Ireland team anymore. So yeah, what's that, Mammy? You have a new dog, is it? New dog staying? Are you fostering it? Are you? That's class if you are. Yeah, yeah, dog for fuck's sake. Yeah, you're having madness with the typos. Yeah, that's awesome. I've always said to people, to try and shelter a dog if you can, rehome one and all that sort of stuff. So no, big up
Sorry,
to you,
cat.
Mama. You're a real one. Damn, yeah, man, that was tough. How do you do it?
Mate. You just
Just
you
talk,
just keep going and you just keep talking, man.
just,
That's it. That's the
just,
main way.
just talk shite, is it? Yeah, I tried there anyway.
Mm, mate, did a cracking job, man. Absolute cracking job. You won nil down as
Yeah,
you came in,
I heard, I
basically.
heard. So I'm not.
Only real attack they had as well, which sucks, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that sounds typical of us now. In fairness, doesn't it?
Mm,
You
mm,
know, they've
definitely.
Ireland have been absolutely shocking. I'm getting most of my information from Jaminio, the legend that he is in chat there. But like, I mean, they seem to be
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely woeful by the sounds of it. Like, but yeah, do you have any? Like, would you tune into England much now if they're playing? Would you have any interest or nah? Fuck all.
Not really, mate. I cannot stand Southgate. I can't
Yeah,
stand his tactics. I can't stand his woke choices
yeah,
of who he plays and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Just it makes me so angry because you look at the team and it looks like a team that can actually do something.
Oh
But
yeah.
like with Arsenal, you've got a crap manager who don't know what he's fucking doing and just picks people, based on, what they are and all that kind of stuff. And it just pisses me off, to be honest.
And he has his favorites too, massively, doesn't he? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like he's the very same as Arteta in many respects, isn't he? Like he absolutely will.
100%.
He'll die on a hill to defend the players that he always picks. Like it's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nightmarish.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm
I
not a fan.
can't wait. I can't wait for the day that Arteta gets sacked.
Oh, that. Oh, don't get me started. Do you know
Mm,
I was saying there
can't
the other
wait.
day. I was saying there the other day in chat, like, it's been 4 years of this guy now, and like every season, every game you go into, like it's just there's no kind of excitement anymore at all, And like,
Mm,
and I was also saying as well, like I'm not a fan of modern football anymore. I just don't like the sport what it's become in
same
the
here,
last,
mate. Same
yeah.
here.
So like the only thing that gets me interested in watching the game is an Arsenal game. Unfortunately, I find it tough to watch any other game that are on. If there's five games on a Saturday, I'll watch us and that's it. I'll be honest with you. That's why I hold my hands up always and say I'm not a student of football like some people are.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Arsenal,
I watch all games, to be fair. I mean,
no,
I
no,
do
no.
tend to watch all games because I've always been a massive football fan. And
Yeah,
when I was younger, I used to, like when a lot of it weren't on the TV and stuff like that, I'd have the radio all the time.
Yeah.
Even a game against Dundee against Rangers or something like that.
Really?
You
Yeah.
know,
Wow.
I'd still have it on, and I actually was that much of a fan. I used to play a darts game where basically I had a league set up and everything like that, and then I
Yeah.
had fixtures, and I used to do it. Whereas if I could hit like a normal number
Hmm.
and then hit a treble and then hit the ball, that was like a pass through the thingy, and if you hit the ball, that was a goal. I
Class.
used to do that as well. Pretty sad to be fair, but I used to love it, man. I was
No.
just so into it, and then when I started seeing football management games and all that kind of stuff, I was just honestly, I
Yeah.
was just taken away with it. But the way
Yeah.
it is nowadays, man, I'm not. I could take it or leave it. To be fair,
It's just too soft. It's just everything has an air of, as we talked about many times, like it all has this kind of. There's always political agendas behind it now.
mm,
I don't know if this is across all leagues, or is it just mainly on the Premier League, given the massive audience around the world or something. But everything like you stick on Sky Sports, God forbid, or TNT or BT, whatever the fuck it's called, and it's like
yeah,
every single game has something to do with some player who's had something done wrong to him, some sort of some attribute to
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
war going on as well.
Mm,
You tune into football on the fucking weekend after a long weeks of work to get away from all this shit. You know
of
what I
course
mean?
you do. Of
And
course
and
you do.
now it's shoveled down your throats, and that on top of the level of football nowadays as well. It's just I don't know. I'm falling out of love with it, man. To be honest with you, I
Yeah,
really am.
I totally agree with you. We were saying on Wolf Stream last night
Big up
that
us.
it's becoming like a bloody episode of EastEnders.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's
yeah,
so much like drama behind it and all this kind of stuff, and
yeah,
it's not the football doesn't take the main stage.
yeah,
It's like the players and what they're going through and all this that and the other. I understand that some people go through like a lot of depressive and mental stuff, but
yeah.
man, you try fucking going through that when you're not a millionaire and
Well,
all that kind of stuff. You
I was,
know what I mean? You
I was,
can. There's
I was
four
just
different fucking ranges.
I was just going to make the point. Sorry to cut you off there, man. Like I've been working since I was 18, right?
Oh, good. You can have the channel if you want.
No, 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 no. Getting all cocky now, am I? Look. No, no, no. But I've been working since I was 18, going through some like ups and downs my whole entire life. And obviously
Mm,
way less money. Like we all have. We all work our bollocks off, all that.
100%.
But like, I mean, the other day when Aaron Ramsdale's dad came out for a fucking interview, crying,
Oh
crying,
my days.
crying. Like, and look, it's not just on him, because it seems to be the norm now for players of all
Mm,
types. Same thing with Harry Maguire as well. He's an absolute dog shit footballer, but yeah, he gets a lot of abuse, but he shouldn't be picked in the first place to get said
mm,
abuse. Ultimately, I think fans should have it in them to understand that, like, all right, there's only so much you can hate a player. If the manager keeps fucking picking him, maybe shift your hate towards the manager for picking the fucking guy over and over again.
yeah, spot on, man.
Like
Spot on.
like with Nketiah as well. Like I was calling him dog shit for ages. I don't anymore because it's obvious. And now I
Yeah,
shift
yeah,
I
yeah.
shift I shift the whole blame to Arteta now. It's like, why are you picking this guy? Replace this guy in January. He should have been
Yeah,
replaced.
yeah.
He should have
100%.
he should have been replaced on his first year at the club. Ultimately, after you
Mm.
binned up Aubameyang. So yeah, I don't know. It's mad.
I
Mad.
agree with you totally at the end of the day. But like you say,
Yeah,
you've got to look at the person that keeps putting him on the field. I
facts.
mean, because then Ketia doesn't do absolutely nothing. He scores an hat trick against Sheffield United, and
I
then done nothing ever since, which I think everybody called anyway.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I don't get that, to be quite honest with you.
Me neither.
AFC always big up, man, big up,
Big up, lad.
always, man, big up, legend.
He's a legend.
And
He is.
and it's like just gets really annoying when you think about the way it was back in the day. A
Mhm.
player got picked on what he offered on the pitch. Nowadays, it's a player gets picked because he might cry if he don't.
Yeah,
And I think that's the problem nowadays. These people need a thicker skin, man. You
100%.
know, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? If you're
Yeah,
not getting on the pitch, then you're not doing enough, are you?
yeah. I mean, your job as a footballer, right? That's your job. That's it. Turn up,
Exactly.
turn up on the pitch.
Yep.
Just fucking put a shift in. Even if you're not that great, we'll still respect you if
Mhm.
you're fucking bleeding and sweating your bollocks off by the end of it. That's all I want.
100%.
That's all I want.
100%.
And that's why the likes of even someone who's as average as Mohamed Al Neni, like we respect him way more than we would the likes of a Kai Havertz or an Ozil back in the day. These glitz and glam players on massive wages, massive kind of hype behind them based on nothing. A lad who puts his head down and grafts and maybe isn't that technically good. I take two of them over fucking an Ozil and a Havertz any day. Just show some fucking fight. That's all. That's all any of us want from the 11
100%.
man. That's all.
Absolutely. Couldn't
Whether
say it any better myself.
whether it's Man City right to the bottom, whether it's Man City or Luton, as long as you see your team fighting, you can fill in the gaps in the middle based on how much money you have to spend and all that sort of stuff. You can walk away from watching a game proud of your team. Just fucking fight. That's
Yeah,
all it is. Simple.
definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
I think any football fan, that's all you want. You want your
Yeah.
team to actually go out there and fight.
Yeah.
Not in the way that Havertz does, in going for extra set tackles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's like they go on about this form thing that annoys me as well.
Mm.
It's like, well, if I was a footballer, yeah, and I wasn't on form, if I was a striker or something like that, I wasn't on form, I
Yeah.
would make sure every time I go on that pitch, I give absolutely 100%, even though
Yeah.
I'm not scoring. I would make sure I made a difference in other ways
Yeah.
instead of just hiding behind the, oh, I'm not on form. And there's too many pussies nowadays, man.
There is, and the other thing I was thinking the other day about, like, about talking about mental health is really, it is important, but the
Of
problem
course
is
it is.
I feel as though there's a lot of people that kind of fall back on that straight away
Mm,
to kind of
100%.
be an
100%.
excuse for them not being a good person or not putting 100% in their life, being it as a husband, a wife, as a work
Mm,
person, or
mm.
anything else, and that takes away from the people who are truly suffering, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
and when you
agree. I
and when you
agree.
s- and when you see this creeping into people who are on 300K a week, 100K a week, or
Hmm.
whatever, and it's not to say these people don't have emotions. Absolutely, they do. But you see, there's too many people falling back on that every day of the week. Sky love to report this sort of stuff. Whenever there's a
Mm,
player going through a hard time based on shit performances, that's why people call them out. If you turn up for match day and you fucking have a blinder of a performance, no one's talking shit about you other than the opposition fans, and that's the way you should
absolutely.
want it. You know, take a look at yourself
Absolutely.
from time to time. That's all it is. It's
And
mad.
that's where social media has kind of fucked it all up because
Yeah,
it's like,
100%.
yes, I agree that certain people do go through mental issues and stuff like that, and it's not a good thing. But like you've just said, there's so many people that it's like, you go to work one day and you don't have a very good day at work, and your boss says, what are you doing today? Oh, I've got mental health. And there's so many people that just jump on that fucking
Yeah,
bandwagon. It's
yeah,
like back in the day where people jumped on, I've got a bad back, you know,
yeah,
they were claiming benefits and all this, that, and the other. Mental health has taken over that. And
yeah,
it fucking pisses me off because I've been through that kind of shit. I'm not doing what I'm doing now, but I have actually been through that kind of shit. And it
yeah.
really annoys me to see people just using it as a fucking excuse for
Oh,
not
it's
being the best that they can be.
Yeah, it's sick. It's
Mm,
honestly sickening because they don't only use it for an excuse. Some people even use it for fucking clout as well. You know,
yeah, 100%,
which
100%,
which that to me is one of the lowest of the low that is possible. Like, it's disgusting.
100%.
There's so many people that suffer massively, and then these people come out like, I know
Mm.
this is supposed to be a watch long. Here we are getting deep already. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, it's mad. It's mad. Just try your fucking best and work hard, and
Yeah,
that's it, man.
it winds me up because there's people that actually do need help, but
Yeah,
when they ask for help, everybody looks at it the same way as the other ones, where you just go, "Oh, you're just playing the fucking game," and
yeah,
all this, that, and the other. But they actually genuinely do need help,
100%.
and they probably fucking commit suicide because they don't get that help because of these wankers that jump out there like fucking DT. When, oh, I've been really down and all this, that, and the other. Mate, you fucking beat your fucking missus up, you piece of shit.
Don't get me started on that cunt.
Do you
Oh
know what I
shit!
mean?
Sorry, lad. Sorry. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
get me.
don't worry about it. I'm not
Sorry, sorry.
monetized anyway. So.
Yeah. Here's me banning
If
people in
you
the
don't
chat.
say if you don't say it, I will. So it always comes
See,
out at some point.
the problem is with that word. It's in kind of Irish dialect of speaking. It's so common to use that word, and it's like it's part.
Spot on, mate.
It's part. Yeah, he right is. Oh, anyway, don't get me started on him because I will get his ball cancelled, lad, and I don't even have a YouTube channel.
Mate, you say whatever the fuck you want. You know what my
Oh,
channel's all about. You say
yeah,
exactly whatever the fuck you want. I think
but
the one thing that there's two things on YouTube that you've got to be careful of, and that's the I'm going to use the other word because I know it does get a lot of people fucked over. That's grape. Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the cunt word, but whatever. If it's what you feel, then it's what you say.
Yeah,
I'll always do it. I don't give a shit. I fucking what happens. I don't care. I
yeah,
will talk the way I want to talk, and that's it. This is my platform, and I'll say whatever the fuck I want on it. And
yeah.
people that come on it can say whatever the fuck they want on it as well.
And worst comes to worst for you, Yeti, like if anything was to ever happen where you lost your channel for whatever reason, right? Will this whole community, they'll follow you to the likes of Twitch or whatever. It's Rumble
Mhm.
is the other one, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Rumble or something like that. Like, there's always other options, and there always will be. The more you
100%.
the more you constrict people in how to communicate, like the more we're going to fight back anyway. Do you know what I
Of
mean? Like,
course they are.
I don't know what YouTube is playing at anyway. It's a nightmare anyway. I'll drop it there because that will get you in trouble. You know what I mean? We can't lose your channel, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's me that does it,
Hey, it makes no difference to me. YouTube are a
I
bunch of
know.
cunts. Oh shit, I've said it now. Um, Basically,
Someone,
I know,
some,
I know
someone
I was
time
going
out
to drop
Yeti.
it at some point.
Yeah.
It always does. But the
You,
fact of the matter is all the super chats and all. I mean, I don't like the super chat thing. I'll be honest. I ain't no celebrity. I don't think people should have to fucking pay to speak to me and all that kind of stuff. It's just not for me. It's not a thing that's for me. I mean, I would rather do something like I've been thinking about over the last few weeks, because I tell you what, the only thing I'd like to get out of this channel was probably have the money to fuel my beer, per
yeah,
week and stuff like that. And I'd be more than fucking happy. And I'm actually thinking about putting a PayPal sort of link on there or something like
yeah.
that. So, I don't want to do like a Patreon where people pay per month and all that kind of thing. But
Hmm.
it would be nice if it did actually fuel that side of it, because then, I can get on with it. But when it comes to like monetization, I couldn't give a flying fuck. I
Yeah.
never did this to become big or anything like that. I just did it because I wanted to do it and I wanted to say what I feel and what I think. And I wanted to educate a few people on the way that I see things. They might not see it the same. Whatever, that's the way life goes, isn't it?
100%. But see, yeah, when you say that, like that, I know 100% that you're not in it for money.
Mm,
You don't do any of this for money. You just do it for expressing yourself, having a good time with this community. That is exactly why, if I get paid on the end of the month, that's why I'd love to drop you something, for example. Do you know what I mean? Like
mm,
I often drop memberships in chat because it's, for me, it's like, this is my perspective. I think I said it on the last stream with you, but I'll say it again just in case. Like, you guys, anyone who streams that I follow, and there's plenty of you now, you all know who you are. You
mm-hmm.
guys put out hours upon hours upon hours of entertainment, not just entertainment, but real entertainment coming from a authentic place and frame of mind. You aren't fake in any respect, and that is such a hard thing to find nowadays. So for me,
Yeah,
it's like, I'm happy if I have the money. I'm delighted. I love supporting it. Like, I'd
mm,
love to be able to
mm.
drop you, whether it's a membership to someone in the chat or something, or even into your Stella
Well,
fund.
you're a legend
No,
for
but
doing that.
no, but it's not though, because there's plenty of other people that do even more than I do. It's just like
Mm,
we love you to bits, man. You have no idea what you guys do. Like when just for you, because I'm on stream with you, I'll just focus on you. There's plenty of others, but when you randomly, like you're just on Monday there, I think it was, I was there fucking flat out in work, and you just
mm.
dropped a gaming stream for the Dungeons 4, was it Dungeons 4?
Yeah, yeah.
And like I was miserable. I was like, oh, thank fuck yeah, he's streaming right now. So I was working away from home that day, and I had the stream on. I was having a great time. Actually, made my day a lot better. It's like,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
Which is what it's all about, really. I mean, it's all about sort of like I
Yeah,
say, it's the same sort of situation as the mental health thing. Whereas there's certain people do it to try and big people up and get people somewhere and all this kind of stuff.
yeah,
And there's certain people do it because they want to try and make something of themselves. I mean, I saw a stream. I'm not going to name names,
no,
but the fact of the matter is, they turned round and said, um, "Come on, guys, hit the likes, this, that, and the other. I've been streaming 7 hours today, and all this, that, and the other."
hmm,
And me personally, I'm in the chat and I'm thinking, well, you chose to do that, so
yeah,
don't put it on everybody else. I'm never going to be that person. I mean, I will if I get a chance to sponsor, say, Carlsberg Export or something I love,
hmm,
and something I can completely say to you guys, I back this because I like it. You
yeah,
know, I won't be backing fucking tampons because I don't shove them up my fucking arse or anything. You know what I mean? I won't be
I
doing
get,
anything like that or backing things that I don't have any affiliate with.
hmm.
But if it's something like forest shirts or, well, not at fucking 80 quid, I won't be doing that. But
Nah, fuck that.
you know, and that's exactly what I will do. If there's there's a friend of mine called Becky on Facebook
Hmm,
who started a company called Becky's Bakes. I'd have no problem sponsoring that either.
of course,
You know,
yeah,
because it's something that I agree with and I've got time for. I ain't gonna be sponsoring no fucking shit. I mean, I was watching fucking certain channel, not gonna mention it, but I was watching a certain channel and they was doing a sponsor for Surfshark. So I know my tech and all that kind of stuff. So I asked
hmm,
them what kind of protocol does Surfshark work on, the
hmm,
VPN, and they basically turned around to me and said, "Oh, you need to go on to the website to find that out." Well, if you don't fucking know, then stop fucking promoting shit.
yeah, totally
That
agree.
really does fucking wind me up. If you're not
Hmm,
gonna fucking do the research on what you're trying to sell your fucking people, your guys in the chat and your subscribers and stuff,
yeah,
fucking stop it.
it's it's
That
it's
does piss me off.
it's disingenuous to your followers in a way, isn't
Mm,
it? Like it's the same. It's kind of the same as if, like, my biggest red flag if I'm in a stream and no one in this community does it, but I've seen it on bigger channels if I when I was there, they push you to do a super chat. If
yeah, yeah,
somebody The minute you say something like that, that means that is a day that I know for myself anyway. I will never, ever, ever in a million fucking years drop any sort of money towards that channel
yeah,
again.
yeah. I agree with you. Yeah,
Drop a
100%.
drop a super chat to get your comments read.
Mm,
Like that goes against everything, because I remember when I first my first introduction to this community was was obviously Lee's, like many of us, probably the same thing.
mm,
And like that lad's never said that once. He's always remember people by name who are there week in, week out. Even when he had, like, even still to this day, he remembers people who are regulars in his chat. And he never pushed once for a super chat that I've seen anyway. And I was always like,
mm.
Jesus, that's unlike anything I've seen at the time. Everybody else is there desperate for money,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and because of that, that attracted, like we were mentioning before, excuse me, that attracts other real ones to create their own fucking channels, like you guys have, like Jesus has, and so many others I can't even name right now. I am drunk as fuck, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a drink. Hey, I haven't had a drink since last Sunday, man. This is essentially my
Hey,
first one.
big
Cheers,
respect
bro.
to you on that, man. I mean, at
Mm,
the end of the day, you do it via moderation. I mean, I was
100%.
getting to a point where I was fucking drinking every night.
Oh, that
And
me
I
too.
was like, you
Me too.
can't, I don't want to be doing that. So
No,
I kind of just leave it to the weekends now. You
same.
know, I mean, that stream I did with Jez the other day, I was stone cold sober.
Were you?
And it was, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
Jeez,
was stone cold sober. I
that
went and it was fucking class.
that was what that is contender for stream of the year.
Oh,
Just
just one
just
more
saying.
thing.
Oh, I will use that against you someday. I'm going to use that on you someday, maybe in a
that,
few, in a year or so.
that was quality. And the thing
Oh,
is, it's like
take
from
that.
the start, from being on Jazz's show for ages ago,
Yeah,
I was always doing the, oh, just one more thing, Jez, when he was saying that, he was going to go and all this, that, and the other.
yeah,
And I set that up, to be
mhm,
something that I do.
yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden on that Thursday, oh man, absolutely amazing. The only thing I messed up with it, I needed to keep saying to Jez, oh, that sizzling bacon and that fucking sizzle, you know what I mean? And like really fucking
Oh,
going deep in that respect. That's
the,
what I should have done. Right, it's the Carl Rossi takeover because I need a
oh, for
pop.
fuck's sake, yeah, man, Jesus Christ,
Do it.
lads, please send in some comments so I have something to work with, lads. All right. Let's see what you're all saying. Hot Fuzz, big up Hot Fuzz, man, you're a legend. Mama Flossie's talking away. What does Drew say here? It's all about money with YouTubers who do sponsors. There'll only be a handful who knows about the product that are trying to sell. That is facts, by the way. That is absolute facts. Drew, I hope you're well, by the way. I hope the little one's doing good. Is she still playing VR and playing scary games that I could ever handle? Let me know that. Mama Flossie, where's the dog, Carl? The dog is downstairs hanging with the wife. He's sick of me today. I brought him for like an hour and a half hike there earlier along the river. He got drowned. It was pissing rain. He got drowned, so he's pissed off at me. Akitas don't like getting wet, so yeah. Waiting for Yeti to turn that into a joke, but whatever. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my days, you looked at that. 7-0 to France. It isn't even half time yet.
Allez le bleu. Yes, half of me is happy, lad.
How
Nice.
are France not surrendering like they normally do?
Yo, we oh lad. Yeah, you know genetically I am geared to hate you, by the way. I'm half Irish, half French. And here I am chatting to an Englishman, you know what I mean?
Oh my
Yeah,
days.
I should have a white flag in my back pocket at all times just to wave it, if I get overwhelmed in the stream. If you leave me on my own one more time, that's it. I'm waving that flag. It's coming out.
You know what? I tell you what,
Yeah,
right? There's
yeah.
a mate of mine that's always says stuff like that. France are always surrendering and all this, that, and the other. I tell you what, over the last few years,
Mm,
France have fought against things more than we do.
really? Well,
So I don't, like against the government ideas and
oh,
decisions and stuff.
oh, you
They're out
mean
rioting all the time. We just sit here fucking
oh,
watching Coronation Street.
oh, 100. No, I thought you meant in terms of military. No, the public, the
Hmm.
Jesus Christ. My uncle, he's passed away sadly, but he was basically like he was a representative of unions for people in workplaces. That guy, his job was to be essentially a protester. That guy was marching, leading marches every week. It's common culture in France to like just kick up a fuss if you're not happy with stuff, which I
Mhm.
which I which I respect. I respect massively. That's kind of the issue. Is the polar opposite. In Ireland, we don't say anything. Right? Oh, kitty, that's my chicken, papa. um,
Bastard.
but in Ireland, we don't really protest
Just
anything here.
fucking scratch me, man.
No way. Why? What'd you do?
Because he don't like being picked up.
Oh, for real, yeah. Bit like you, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know anybody who can pick me up, but um,
After a
yeah,
few beers,
he's fucking lethal, mate. Well, that's why I called him Freddy
Kruger.
Krueger,
Yeah.
because his claws are lethal, man. And if he fucking has you, it goes straight down to the bone, man.
See, that's why I,
Fucking lethal.
I love, I absolutely adore animals. It's just cats. I could just never read them. Do you know what kind of way? If
Mm.
anyone ever had a cat in their house, I was always like, "Oh, you're a gorgeous thing. I'd love to pet you, but I just don't know how to read you at all." Whereas if there was a fucking giant dog foaming from the mouth, I'd be running in, petting that fucking dog,
Yeah, yeah,
knocking away,
yeah.
which is nuts. But yeah,
I like both. I like dogs and I
mm,
like cats. You know, I'm not cats. I take to a little bit more because I like their, you know, I don't care about you kind of attitude.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I just love the way their attitude is. Mama Flossie, hey, yeah, I've just noticed 103 subs. Well done.
Well
Thank
done.
you so much, Mama Flossie. It's all down to you guys as well.
Yeah, she's an
I just
absolute
sit
legend.
here talking shit at the end of the day, and you guys seem to like it. So, you know, what can you do? It's
Yeah,
all
we
good
love
in
it.
that respect. And, you know, I mean, it's like I say, I love dogs. What kind of dog is that one that you've got?
He's an American Akita, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, big fluffy fucker. So
Oh,
they're
I love him, man. Love that
yeah,
one.
he was on the bed last time. I think you got to see him
Yeah,
finally.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I'm trying to get him.
Never said hello, which annoyed me a bit, but
No, he doesn't say hello to me either. Like, you know,
yeah.
I just feed him and walk him, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? How long have you had your cat? Yeah, yeah. How old is the cat?
He's a rescue.
Ah, fair play. Same as ours.
I'm not sure on his actual age because I always have rescues because you know it's nice when you see that turnaround because when we first got him, he was like just sat under the bed and wouldn't come out.
Right.
And you know, now look at him. I mean, if anybody else turns up at the house, he'll be hidden away. You won't see him.
Yeah.
But if it's me, then here he is.
Yeah, the wife brought him up. Thanks, babe.
If it's me, then you know he's Sam with me because he knows me. He's
Yeah.
gorgeous. He is.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
What's his name?
Arthur, man. Arthur.
Archer.
After Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption. There
Can
you
he
go.
hear
There he
me?
is. Yeah, he probably can. No, he's just happy to be. He's just happy to be involved.
Archer.
Oh, oh,
Like your dad.
there you go. Now, yeah, yeah, I should get him on stream next time. Next time you want to go for a break, I'll go for one too. And I'll put him on. All right.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. We ain't got no dog stream, so we'll definitely
We could do
have
that.
some of that.
Yeah, we could do that.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, no, fair play to you, man, rescuing animals, man, because the last two Akitas we had, they were from rescues as well. Because
Mm,
the problem is with Akitas in Ireland anyway is they're really popular amongst unfortunately the wrong crowd because they're quite aggressive dogs, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh
therefore,
no,
like
yeah.
those backyard breeders would breed loads of them, sell them on to anyone. Most of people can't handle them, so they
Mm,
get dumped out into shelters or, God forbid, probably worse.
yeah.
And it's a massive problem. It drives me nuts. That's why like I go ballistic towards people who just like people who view animals as a way to make money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That
Yeah.
just fucks me right off. And like, like I know someone personally. Sadly, like you know, there's not I can't really say much to him because sorry, I'm getting loads of notifications there. Yeah, I know this lad who like he sells dogs on the side, and he'll start breeding any sort of fashionable breed that comes to mind in horrible
Mm.
conditions, and it just drives me nuts. It drives me ballistic.
Same
Like,
here, man. Same here.
oh,
Me
it's
and
the
Mama
worst.
Flossie was talking about it the other day.
Yeah,
It just, it,
she just said she's after she's fostering a dog right now. I think if I read that
mm,
correctly.
yeah,
Congrats.
she fosters a lot of dogs. I
Uh,
mean, I love that kind of thing. I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's like we was talking about the other day, like the XL bully
yeah,
is now all of a sudden the enemy and all. At the end of the day, it's the fucking owner.
people are the enemy.
It's down to the fucking owners.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Mhm.
you can have a dog and you can fucking love it and give it so much attention and stuff like that. It's not going to be an aggressive dog.
No.
If you have a dog and you actually make it aggressive and all that kind of thing, that's down
Yeah.
to you. That's
100%.
not down to the dog.
Like and like I will say because some people say like there's no dogs that have aggressive tendencies. No, there is. Like there's some
There
dogs
is.
that,
There
yeah,
is.
there's dogs that are bred for kind of guardians and
Mm,
unfortunately fighting as well. But at the same time, to your point, you're right. If you know how to raise that fucking dog and are a responsible owner, you could have anything. Whether it's a Caucasian Shepherd, whether it's a pit bull, an XL bully, whatever the fuck it is, it'll be fine. You know, and
Yeah.
even if it's not fine, just confine him to your house. Don't bring him out in public so he can attack something. And still, that dog can still have a very good life. You know, no, straight away these people don't do the research. They get these dogs that look fashionable. Get one, have it for a year. Once it grows up, that's it. Fucks it out straight away. That's my last 2 dogs, by the way. Someone fuck this guy out. Imagine, hey.
He's fucking
imagine.
gorgeous. Yes.
Like a year old, by the way. He was a year old when they fucked him out. You know what I mean? There you go. Now,
and the thing I love about animals is they really appreciate when they get somebody good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is what I mean. There's something that I think Mama Flossie said the other day that they're now trying to cross a staff with a marmoset. I think it was a marmoset. I know it began with M. But apparently they're really, I'm sure Mama Flossie will correct me in the chat. It probably ain't that. What is a marmoset? A marmoset's a monkey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tiny monkey.
Yeah, not a monkey.
I was getting confused.
It's not a monkey.
That'd be something. That would be a big-headed monkey, man. That would be a Jesus Christ. Biggest Bifrost in a monkey ever recorded. I'm delighted.
What was it, Mama Flossie? Say it in,
put it
in the chat because I can't remember what. A Malinois.
Oh, Malinois, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to breed a Malinois with a Staffy.
Wow.
And that is just not a good idea.
No,
in any way, shape, or form.
Malinois are used for like most police dogs around the world.
Fuck's sake, yeah.
Malinois.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. I knew it began with M and it had an A in it.
Yeah, you were close.
You know, I weren't far off.
Man, we're all having drinks. You know, that's close enough. Yeah, man, I'll give you that. You know what I mean?
He's that Staffy with a gorilla, isn't it? I suppose it's that close, or a Staffy with a mandrill. Oh my days!
Jesus Christ,
that'd be fucking mental, wouldn't it?
Well, it's half time now, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Half time, you're losing 1-0. Don't see the point in the game, to be honest. If you're already out, then what is the point of the game?
Yeah, I just hopped on for a chat with you, man. That's the only reason I'm on. Do you know what I mean? No interest in the game.
Jazzer.
No way.
Here's the Jazzer. Just one more thing, Jazzer, before you say anything.
One more thing.
Afternoon,
all right, Jez. You all good,
man? All good. How are you?
I'm fine, mate. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
How was your fry up? I bet that was the best fry up you've ever eaten, then, weren't it? How long it took you to get it?
No, I ended up with a bacon roll.
Yeah, they're wrong with a bacon roll, mate.
So I had to fry up the next day, actually, because I couldn't be asked to cook it. I made do with a couple of bacon rolls and then brown sauce. Bloody lovely it was, I have to tell you.
Nice one.
Yeah. AFC always says I hate when I don't like when they get dogs fighting against each other. No, but that's just humans, man. Humans are just pieces of shit. And if they can make any money out of anything, then that's what they'll do. You know, they don't care about the animals. The worst part about it for me is when someone advertises a dog that needs a home and they actually jump on it to add that dog to go with the fighting dogs for food, basically. Fucking ridiculous, man.
No. I seen that once, actually, sadly, when I was a young lad. I was one of my aunties lived in a kind of a rough estate in a part of Ireland, and this lad next door brought me over. He said, "Oh, I have some pups, lad." He was a rough wrong'un, so he was a rare scumbag altogether. And I was only a kid, I didn't know. And showed me these little puppies. They were like little terrier mixes, and fucking, I saw out the back he had this big, massive fucking Jack Pitbull looking thing that was chained to a fence, fucking foaming at the mouth, and like at the time I went away, I didn't know what happened, but now in hindsight I knew what that fucking cunt was doing to it, you know. Like It's
Yeah.
disgraceful. That shit goes on everywhere, man. It's horrible. Horrible.
It
Horrible.
just people, mate. Just
Yeah.
people. If they see some way of making money out of something, then that's exactly what they'll do. They're absolute fucking scumbags. I mean, it's like these rich people that do like fucking pictures of shooting a giraffe, and like they've got like, you know, oh, I'm a mega hunter and stuff like that. Fucking giraffe.
Mm.
Yeah, I tell you what. You know what? Tell you what. If I actually got the chance to do it, and I had the money to do it, I'd actually set up an hunting thing, and I'd say, right, all you can do is go out in your fucking pants and take that lion on. And if you fucking win, then you can post pictures on social media.
Yeah.
Because then that is a real fucking, you know, you've done it, you know, hand to hand and all that kind of stuff. You ain't gonna live. You're gonna be fucking eaten. But you know, it's crazy. Malvin Flossie says, "Can you change the subject, guys?" Yeah, we are changing the subject now. I know it's very close to your heart on that, and it is to mine as well. But sometimes things need speaking about to actually sort of get them out there and stop these people being a piece of shit. And Jez, man, you go, man.
About
I
what?
don't mean go as in get out. I mean go.
About what, man?
Anything.
About anything.
Yeah.
Christ. Oh, God.
You stream last night about the you know, the history and all that sort of stuff. I watched it earlier on. It's class, man.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite odd, isn't it? The first one I did, which was about the Arsenal firms, loads of views. It's quite funny as you do the history stuff, right? I've noticed this in the past. Yeah, they gradually sort of drop off.
Yeah.
Because people's attention span nowadays, I'm not saying yours or Carl's or whatever, they just can't handle it.
What was you on about?
Sorry?
What was you on about?
Well, I mean, a lot of people just can't keep the concentration after, you know, you do one or two and then they get bored. So I'm going to do the last one.
Yeah, my attention span dropped, mate. Sorry, mate.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
It mightn't have dropped yet if you didn't make Jez go on for 2 hours with the last one. You know?
Exactly. I was burnt out, man. Yeah, that was madness.
That was Jez. I said it to Yeti earlier. That was one of the streams of the year. That was epic. That was so funny.
It was funny.
It was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, you know, I was sat here, right? I was absolutely starving, right? Like, you know, come on, man, let's just finish this now. Just one more thing, and I'm thinking, and, you know, no, it was a good laugh. Actually, it was a good.
It was
I enjoyed it. But I'm going to tell Mama Flossie off because I had a story to tell her last night, and she wasn't there, so I've got to save it for another day now. It was about when the new
big up pipes, by the way.
When they came to the main, what they called the main line something or other, I can't remember now. When they came to Highbury, never ever encountered any trouble at Newcastle ground or in Newcastle, but on that one particular day, I don't know if they'd had a bad day, bad journey, I have no idea, but man, they were kicking off all over the place. Seriously, odd. Only time I've ever seen it in all the years. But I'll tell that story another show. But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say, I've sort of set up the Christmas show on the 23rd.
Nice.
Gracie May will probably be coming to join us. I said to her, if you want to join, you don't have to show your face because of obviously her upcoming career. So she said, yeah, I'm going to try and make that. So that'd be good.
Well, Arsenal are playing on the 23rd.
Are they? I don't know. Be the 22nd then.
Here we go again. Not again, man.
I'm sure you are right. We talked about this on that stream.
Yeah, I think we said Friday, didn't we, on the 22nd?
Yeah, let me have a look.
Are we playing? We're not playing Liverpool, are we? Hardly. Or am I going mad?
Where are we? Oh, I've lost
Yeah,
it.
you've got Liverpool on the Saturday, on the 23rd.
Let's have a look.
Can't
Yeah,
find.
Liverpool the 23rd. Yeah, 5:30. So it'll probably be the Friday, I'd say.
Where are we? Oh, God. Hello. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's Liverpool Arsenal, so we'll have to do it on the 22nd then. Yeah, is that a good call? 22nd.
Yeah, 23rd. That's fine. Should be there for that.
Hey, man. Jesus Christ. Jez, right? This is the first time I ever went on like a one-on-one stream, right? Before you came. The minute I hop on, he just goes, "All right, Carl, take over there. I'm heading off to get a beer."
I saw it. I know.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. I saw it, man. The guy's a nightmare. He's got this sort of. I put it in the chat earlier. I don't know if you saw it. It was. I'm under the Yeti influence, and Mama Flossie said, "Get help immediately." I think I've heard it's incurable. So there you go. It is what it is, but
that's brilliant.
Nah, it's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to give him like a baptism of fire. So I just thought, you know what, you can take over, and it's all down to you now.
Yeah, I might have to start, as I was saying, fishing streams or something, like as Jez gave me the right idea to sit back on a lounge chair, just cast a line out, just read some comments. That might be fun.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. Jez, I'll be asking you for fishing tips while I'm there too, I've caught nothing in the last 2 days, man.
Yeah, well,
just don't ask me, because the first time I went fishing with my uncle, and we caught a fish, and he turned around and said, "Oh, just throw it back in."
Right.
And I just went,
nice.
And he turned around and he went, "You know what? You've just probably knocked that fish out when it
probably
when it hit the water. He's probably died now." And I was like, "Well, you said throw it back in. I mean, I just did what you said."
Fair enough. If you're young, you don't know. You don't know. Jez, what did you used to fish for back in the day, man? Was it carp? Or was it mainly for you?
Yeah, I didn't. I started off as a little kiddie, obviously, like just catching roach, rudd, perch. I used to go with my granddad. And we used to just go along for a few hours and catch a few fish, gudgeon, minnows, whatever came along. To be honest,
flow fishing kind of.
Yeah, I was a bit of ledgering now and again, but then I started getting more in as I got older. Got more into it, and then I sort of started doing a lot more lake fishing. So I was doing tench and
gorgeous,
lot of bit of piking and all that. And then I got massive carp fishing, and pretty much from let me think. Pretty much from around 78, 79, it was just predominantly carp fishing. And I've fished in a lot of wonderful locations in France.
Oh wow!
Had some great times away, a week away here. I used to love going night fishing. And I'll tell you a funny story here, right? Story. Right. Not far from where I live here there's a complex of lakes. Bit too commercial for me, right? And I hadn't been fishing for quite a few years, so probably about 10 years. And I suddenly decided, I fancy going back in and do some fishing. And the wife said, "Yeah, why not?" She said, "Actually, I'd like to come with you." Well, I said, "What, night fishing?" And she went, "Yeah." I said, "All right, fair enough." So I had this bivvy, which I had for years. And the first time I went back, I went on my own, right? So anyway, I decided, no, I'm going to get a new one. So I went out and bought a new bivvy with an over wrap and, all singing, all dancing and all that. So she said, oh, can I come next time? I said, yeah, of course. Because she doesn't like fishing, just likes camping. And she's a wonderful cook. And I had this like portable, it was powered by petrol actually. But you can cook on it. It's fantastic. So anyway, there we are. And it's a lovely afternoon. I've got the 3 rods out. And it was quite quiet. We went on a Wednesday, but this one lake gets very busy at the weekend. So I said, we'll stay from Wednesday to Friday, pack up Saturday morning. And it's a really nice place because they will transport you on a 4x4
quad bike, like.
Yeah, that's it. With a train with all your gear in it to where you're going to fish, right? So we set it all up. And we're all done. It's a really nice evening. Anyway, we're on a sort of a dam type thing. It's a man-made lake, yeah. So there's this big dam with a big slope behind us, goes down about 30 foot. So there we are. It's starting to get dark, and I see all these black clouds coming in. And I'm thinking, I think we're going to get a bit wet. And she went, oh, well, that'd be all right. We would be in our bivvies. So I bought her a bed chair, proper fishing bed chair, proper sleeping bag, bits and bobs of other stuff. And I gave her these nightlight things. I said, so if it starts to get a bit rough, just bring the doors down, zip it up, and you can sit in your tent, in your bivvy and read a book. So that's fine. So anyway, the wind's starting to get up, right? I could feel it. I'm sat outside. It doesn't bother me. Hasn't rained. It's not raining yet. But she won't come out because there's bats flitting about, right? I said, they're not going to come for you. All it is, as you sit here, your body heat goes up, right? And the gnats are coming about, and they're after the gnats. And she said, no, they're going to come down, and the old wives' stories. They'll get in your hair. And I said, well, I ain't got a problem with that. But anyway, so she's cooked a lovely thing on the old on the stove. No. She's done all the washing up and everything, in the lake. Gets a bit of water, a bit of fairy liquid, washes it, rinses it out, put it all away. It's fabulous. So I've got my box of wine there.
Nice.
I'm having a nice little box of a nice glass of wine. And this wind is starting to get up. And it's starting to spit with rain. And after about 20 minutes, it opens up. Not heavy rain. But that night, the wind was horrendous. It was a nightmare. So anyway, next morning, it's all fine. Sun's out. I'm out there recasting the rods, baiting up and all that stuff. And it's a lovely morning, And she comes out and she says, can we move somewhere else? And I said, what do you mean? She said, can we move to another part on this lake? I said, why? I said, this is a good spot. I've caught from here before. And she went, no, I didn't like the wind. It was like really, really scary. I thought and also she said, have a look in this tent, bivouac, whatever you call it. And I said, go on. And she was absolutely fucking soaked. With the wind, right? With the wind, yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the bivvy had these like taped seams to keep the water out where it's sewn on the outside. Right? With the wind, because it's such an old bivvy, they're all fallen off. She was sat in there with an umbrella, a little umbrella. Right? And a sleeping. We had to take a sleeping bag out, put it on the ground, let it dry in the sun and everything. So I rang up the guys that run the lake. I said, look, guys, is it all right if we move swims? And they said, yeah, of course it is. So we moved around the corner where the trees would be a bit more protective, which was a bit annoying because I blanked. Didn't catch sod all on that trip. But the guy that moved into my swim on the Friday morning where I had been caught 6 bloody carp.
It's always the way, Jez, isn't it?
Oh, man, I was so pissed.
It's always the way. Like, I'm mostly a pike fisherman. I just love predators, and I remember I found a place there I only took up fishing there about 3-4 weeks ago, after about like 8 years without it. Like, and I found this new river because in Ireland it's quite hard to access some certain parts of rivers. You know, a lot of it's privatized, which is a bit annoying. You know, but I finally found a new place. I went down. I was found a nice spot about it was a good hour and 45-minute walk down the trail as well to find a spot.
That's a long trip. Man.
Oh, it's massive. I was destroyed after it. Like, so I found this spot. I had some bait. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to throw some fish into there. Get the pikes all excited, right? Baited it, and there was like no spots the whole entire time. I was convinced nobody would walk this far, you know, because I knew there was no other access point to the river further on, you know, to come back easier. Anyway, the next day I go up, all excited, happy out, walk another hour 45 minutes. I was bollocksed again, and I saw this guy with a fucking whole setup, tent and all, 2-3 rods dead baiting in the spot I baited. I was like, "Oh, you bastard! You absolute prick!" I had no other place to go, man. It was such a nightmare. But it is what it is, though, isn't it? Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is very frustrating. I mean, I used to fish a lake not far. It's steeped in history. It's been around since the 50s.
Nice.
Fantastic. It was a beautiful. There's only 12 of us that fished it. You basically had to get elected to join.
Wow.
You had to have a sort of. You had to be a sort of bit known in the carp community.
Yeah.
And so I got in, and it's a beautiful, beautiful location. It's in a sort of valley, and it's so quiet. And at night, it was as black as that background that's behind on here.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't see a hand in front of your face.
Wow.
And it was amazing. I used to love it. And quite often you go there, apart from the first 2 weeks of the season, I'd go there midweek and I'd be on my own.
Wow.
And I just love it. I used to absolutely love it. And it was a very hard lake to fish. There was not many carp in it, but you knew if you got one, it'd be over 20 pounds. Pretty much every time. I mean, we did go for a bit of a restocking program where we hand selected 100 little carp about that big.
Yeah, awesome.
And we put them into a lake on a golf course. The guy, the fishery manager, Vic, had permission. We could pop the fish in there. We left them in there for 2 years just to grow on, you know. Because in this lake that we were fishing, it was called well, I better not say the name, I'll get in trouble, but we had a publicity ban on it, and it had some big perch. Wow. Big perch. I mean, if we pop these fish in at that big, they get munched. So one of the problems that when the fish spawned, not many came through because of these bloody perch and these big eels. So we thought we'd grow them on, and we grew them on to they were about yay big, I suppose. And we netted this pond. And we got back, I think we got back 88, which is a pretty fair percentage of the 100 we put in.
Massive.
Some had died, herons or whatever had got, a few of them, whatever. Anyway, we transported them, plopped them back in the pond. And they all disappeared. And we're like, what the fucking what's going on here? Anyway, they reappeared about 5 years later, right? They'd obviously gone in and they just mooching about. And they were starting to turn up. They'd gone from about 12 ounces when we put them in. Some of these now are like 12 pound, 14 pound. Wow. They were all mirror carp because predominantly the carp we were catching were all common carp.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit boring, you know. Yeah. As you know, all carp eventually go back to their natural state of being a common carp from a mirror carp. And anyway, it was a fantastic lake. Loved it there. But then I sort of business. I had my own business that's got too much. I just didn't have the time, and it was costing me £300 a year. And this is back. Blimey, early 2000s.
Wow.
I was member there from 95 till about 2002, 2003, and I really just didn't have the time to go anymore. And it's such a shame. I will tell you the name of it because nobody's going to know on here. It was called Bracken Lake, and it was well known in carp fishing history. And
Fuck's sake, man! I've got to deal with Bracken Lake. You've just fucked me over, man.
Yeah. But anyway, we what it was, it had a link to the very famous Red Mire Pool, where Dick Walker, synonymous in carp history, caught the record at 44 pounds in 1952. And one of the guys used to fish at the Red Mire Syndicate. So we had a publicity ban, basically. But
Right.
yeah, it was great times. It was great times, but I just couldn't justify. And I just wish now I'd had the money available to keep it going. I'd love to go back. But now under different management, I don't know anybody that fishes there. So I've got no hope of getting back. But yeah, great days, man. Great days.
Sounds awesome, man.
Oh, it's a fabulous place, man.
Awesome.
I love fishing, to be honest. I mean, one of the funniest stories I've got, and I've probably told you guys before, to be honest. But I went to this tackle shop, and I wanted to buy a new rod. And the guy that was there, he like got this rod, and he didn't get his rod out. I mean, let's not go there. But you know, he got this rod off the thing, and he pulled the top right round and touched the tip of the rod. This is getting worse, but anyway. So basically, I go fishing. I'm with my brother, and I go fishing, and it gets snagged. Yeah, I get snagged in the fucking canal. So basically, I'm like trying to get it unsnagged and all this and the other, and it's bending right over. That sounds even worse. But anyway, it's bending right over, and my bro's like, "Fucking oh, you nearly snapped the rod there." And so I turned around to my brother and I said, "Won't snap this fucking rod." And then I went, "Look," and I did exactly the same as the guy did in the shop, and the fucking thing snapped.
Yeah.
No.
Stressed
I
it.
was like, "You bastard! 50 quid
Fuck.
that couldn't cost me." Oh, bollocks.
Any decent rod, you're supposed to never bend before more than 90 degrees.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I wish I'd have met you before I did that.
Yeah, I mean, it was when the early carbon fiber rods came out. I bought these blanks. I made my own, put the rings on, put the handle on, and all that sort of palaver.
What, you were firing blanks?
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Which is very odd. It's not to be firing blanks because I've got three kids. So I don't want.
Yeah, man.
I'll have to have a word with the wife about that. Actually, yeah. I just can't answer AFC always. Jez, have you got a date? Yeah, it's not doing bad, man. I'm actually at the moment going up next week to take some photographs. I want to take some up-to-date photographs of Highbury. I've got loads of back in the day, but I want to get some photographs of what was the clock end, what was obviously the North Bank, East Stand, West Stand, and all that. And I'm trying to compile. I have spoken to a publisher who's been very, very helpful, actually, giving me loads of free advice of how to compile, how to set, it's called page setting, right? Because I don't want to do it like loads of four chapters, then loads of pictures, and then a load more chapters, load of pictures. I want to sort of compile them on the page. So as I'm trying to talk about that subject, there's a picture. Do you get what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that takes a bit of work. I've done probably the first 3 chapters, which basically starts in 1968. 1967, and then moves on of how I got it how my granddad told me about Arsenal,
Oh,
the stories, and then my first ever visit to a game. The excitement of that, and walking up the stairs of the West Stand, and all of a sudden you're there. There's Highbury, there's the pitch, right opposite the where the dugouts were. And so that's a chapter in itself, that one. And then moving on through, and I'm not sure about the title of the book. I might change it. I've called it My Journey with Arsenal. That's what I've called it.
Call it Jez wants a fry up, but yet he won't let him have it.
Yeah, I could say Yeti being a prick and keep me on the channel for 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? I told my wife about it because she was at work. She works nights, yeah. And she said to me, "What were you on about?" I said, "Well, we did a 2-hour, 20-minute stream last night." And she went, "Well, what are you talking about?" I said, "I ain't got a clue." I said, "The first hour we were talking about, home and aways, troubles, and all that." And she said, "All right." She said, "Oh, yes, you were on with the Yeti, weren't you?" I said, "Yeah," because she's been, like when I've been on your stream and you've been on mine, whatever. And she said, "Well, what did you talk about for another hour and something or other?" I said, "I haven't got a clue." I said, she said, "Oh, I wondered why when I came in this morning there was no frying pans about." Like, I cooked the bacon on the grill, under the grill, quickly. Let's get it done. And she went, "Yeah, because normally I'd have one for my bacon and one for the eggs, and one for, the bacon brown pudding being one. You know what I mean?" And she said, "Normally you don't go more than an hour." And I went, "No, I think that's about maximum to go, really." And she went, so she said, "Well, you must have been talking about something." I said, "Well, we were, but I ain't got a bloody clue what it was now." And she said, "Oh," she said, "so you were pissed then?" I said, "Probably, yeah." I said, "I really haven't got a clue what we were talking about." I said, "It was funny, but that's all I can tell you now." And I was like, "Well, it is what it is, isn't it?"
I always find it so awkward and to kind of explain what this community is to people who don't know, who are in our lives, like our wives and our close friends. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't understand it unless you're a part of it. Unless you're an Arsenal fan who's had to see so much shite on media from the bigger channels, and then find this community that means so much to you because they're actually saying what you feel finally. And we stay up till like sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning having a laugh with each other. Yeah, it's beautiful though, like, isn't it?
That's what it's about, I think.
It's quality.
I think
when it works, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times to be serious. We're having a chat about games, or if it's been a shit game or it's been a good game, and you want to put a decent perspective across, but about Arsenal or Forest or whoever you're playing, whatever your team is.
Yeah.
But then there's also times where you can just have a bloody giggle. I mean, last year, Gracie May said to me, "Jez, should we do a Christmas show for a bit of fun?" I said, "Yeah, we can right laugh." So I put it out there to some other people, and they said, yeah, that'd be a right laugh. One person turned up, apart from me and Gracie.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, I thought, well, fair, bless her.
Was it Santa Claus though?
No.
No.
Didn't get any presents. And I felt so sorry for her because she'd put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's bullshit, isn't it? That's where it all goes down.
These are people we still speak to today. I'm mentioning no names. And I was like, well, that's a bit disappointing, She'd asked you on. She could only have 5 on because she had the StreamYard basic setup thing.
Yeah.
So I thought we'll have a giggle anyway. We'll have a giggle, and in the end it was just me, her, and another. And but we went on for about 2 hours. talking about the whole year, what's coming up, this, that, and the other. It was a lot.
So that weren't your first 2-hour stream then? You fucking lied.
No, it was not. It wasn't on my channel.
Yeah, it doesn't count,
You
man.
liar, man.
It was
Doesn't count.
It was on Gracie's channel.
Disgrace.
I've never done a 2-hour, 25-minute stream. Ever. I've been on others. I remember doing one with Del Boy. I was on Del Boy's show once, and it went on for 4 hours.
I vaguely
4
remember that.
hours.
I think I remember that being in the comments for a bit of that. I think so. It was about a year or out ago, was it, Jez? Approximately.
Sorry, mate.
Was it about a year ago that stream with Del Boy? Was it roughly? Because I remember that one. That went on for a time. That did.
Yeah.
So long.
It went on for 4 hours, and I was like,
Jesus.
But the thing is, I won't. I mean, I've got to say it. I didn't realise it was 4 hours. It was good fun. It was a good chat.
Yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it? I mean, it's like that one we did on Thursday. I mean, I didn't realise it was 2 hours because it was just good fun. It was just good laughs, and and I think what people need to understand with this community is we all get on really well, and we can have streams and we can just talk about generally anything, and just go off on one. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about this community. And I don't know about you, Jez, if you want to do it with the Among Us thing. Because I tell you what, that game is quality. And if we've got all of us
I haven't got a
playing
PC,
it.
man.
Pardon?
I haven't got a PC.
I think you might get it on Mac. I think you can play it on a phone as well.
Let me quantify that, right? I've got an iPad. I've got this iMac jobby. I have got a PC down here. But it's broken.
Right. Well, that won't be no good then, will it?
I'm not sure it's worth bothering to get it repaired. What it is, I actually had it custom built for gaming.
No way.
Yeah. There's a local computer shop guy near my local pub, and he's brilliant. And it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago now. I said to him, look, I need a new. I didn't have the iMac then. I had the old standard type desktop base unit screen, and it basically died its death. And I've had it for years and years. So I said, look, can you build me a computer with a decent graphics card and a decent proper chip and a lot of RAM and all that sort of stuff? He said, yeah. He said, what's your budget? So I gave him a budget. He said, okay, fair play. And it was brilliant. I used to play a lot of the Football Manager stuff and all that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if Arteta needs any advice, I had an Arsenal team, right, that went unbeaten for 7 years.
Jesus.
And we played Barcelona practically every year in the European Cup. And 1 year I beat Barcelona 9-1 in the European Cup.
Glorious. Revenge for 06, Jez. Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, what happened was, I don't know, 6 months ago, I can't remember, we were here, and we had a real big electrical storm. We had a power cut. And so that's fine. It happens. Anyway, power comes back on. iMac powers up. I don't turn any of them off, right? So I went down to the PC. Every time I boot it, it comes up with a error message. So it says to reinsert these discs for Windows.
Probably because you booted it.
Yeah, well, so I can't get it to bloody work. It's got an error in the boot up section of the whatever, So I went down to the local computer shop. I said to Jason, look, I've got this problem, man. He said, oh, bring it down. And he said, it probably got a boot sector that's been corrupted. And I went, whatever. So Be honest with you, I just haven't done it. I've been lazy. I just haven't bothered to get it and take it back to him. I ought to do it. It's a great bit of kit. It really is a great bit of kit. The graphics are amazing.
To be quite honest, mate, it probably won't be nowadays because I mean, I don't know when you bought it or anything like that.
It's about
but
5 years old now.
That's what I mean. It keeps moving on. I mean, my PC's 5 years old now. I mean, I'm waiting for a new one that's coming on Monday because, you know, it does. It's a processor that's a problem. It's not got the speed to keep going on with things. So you need to sort of upgrade in that respect. But didn't you buy that Baldur's Gate 3 that I was playing?
Yeah, I've got that on.
I don't think it'd play that, mate, to be honest.
I've got Steam. I've got Steam. I signed up to that Steam. I've got it on here on this
Well,
iMac.
you're an Arsenal fan, so you're bound to have Steam.
Yeah. So yeah. But the last thing I did, I used to play Microsoft Simulator on this PC.
Yeah.
Bought that because I used to do that with Gracie May because she was big into that, and she told me all about it. I bought that and I used to play that. Yeah, I ought to take it down the room and just get him to have a look at it and get it working.
But even
I'll be honest, mate. You'd probably be paying money for nothing unless you're actually going to play like old games and all that kind of stuff. Because I don't think it will have the. I mean, my PC's about 5-6 years old or whatever, and it's just not living up to the standards that I need now, which is why I've bought another one. I'm very PC minded. I was an engineer and all that kind of stuff, so you know I do know what I'm talking about in that respect. And you know, I just don't think it'll be to the standards that you need. I mean, if you want to do, I mean, like you've just said about the Football Manager. I mean, I'm going to be doing a Football Manager stream at some point with the 2024 version, the new one. If you want to jump on that, I mean, I'd love to actually be able to get the amount of people to run a league and like do from the bottom, right from the bottom, not Arsenal, not anything like that. You know what I mean? And just actually fucking and do that because that would be absolute quality. Because we could all chat to each other about selling and you know getting players and all that kind of thing. It'd be fucking awesome, absolutely awesome.
Well, what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna take it down to Jace. He's a decent fella, and I'm just gonna say to him, look, if you can get it to boot up, that's the problem. It just won't boot up. It gets to a certain point and just error message. Yeah. So I'll just say, look, get it working.
Probably need to remaster, mate. To be honest,
I don't know, but if it's going to be a cheap fix, I'll just say, look, can you? The problem I've got is there's a lot of information on there, which I do need to access about Arsenal. Guys, to download load. I found it easier to use a PC than this iMac at times. Totally different platforms, and I find this one a pain in the bloody arse. You know, because like if I was able to have that working, writing up the stuff that I want to do would be so much easier.
Yeah.
On here, it's a bit of an arse wipe. There is a bit of software I can buy cheap for the PC, right? I can download, upload it, whatever, and it gives you all your page formats that you want to set up. This guy from this publishing company said to me, "Get that," but they only do it in PC format. They don't do it for the iMac.
Yeah.
So I think it would be worth it for that alone because it make my life a lot easier in doing it that way.
And you should be able to play older games too. You know, the old classics as well. Just like the last 5 years, it's only the modern games really. So you're probably only missing out on the likes of Baldur's Gate. So it'd be worth keeping that rig going, Jez, I'd say.
Yeah. No, I mean it depends how much it costs. To be honest, I mean if the cost is like too much, then you might as well just buy a new rig. To be fair, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the best way forward. But it's down to what you want and what you want out your PC. I mean, I'm a major gamer, so
I'm not really.
that's what I mean. I have to have like the major new tech and all that kind of stuff. And if you're sort of happy with what you've got there, then fair play to you. AFC always says, question Jazz, what is your proudest moment as an Arsenal supporter? For me, was winning the league title at Anfield in 1989. I was 12 years old. For me, that was something special time. What's your proudest moment as an Arsenal fan?
I'll go along with that. Absolutely. Yeah, totally agree with that. I was fortunate to be there. But for me, that was an amazing night. Fantastic. And it was incredible. But I'm going to have to put it out there that for me, as a young 11-year-old, was going to my first ever FA Cup final in 1971 when we beat Liverpool 2-1. And it was Arsenal's first ever double championship when, London Cup and the Division 1. So that, as an impressionable 11-year-old, that was probably one of the most memorable, proudest moments of my Arsenal career, journey, whatever. But yeah, that for me was an unbelievable journey on that one, that season. I obviously, at that age, I never went to any away games. I wasn't allowed to. I used to go. I went to pretty much all the home games that season, and the fact we got to go to Wembley, which you got to remember as a little kid, to go to Wembley, right, was something very special. And that's
100%.
Something that stick in my mind. I mean, I'd been to Wembley the year before for the League Cup when we got beaten by Swindon Town 3-1, and that was a pretty awful time. But then 70-71, we went there, won the FA Cup against a Liverpool team that was developing into be one of the greatest teams in English history in the 70s and the 80s. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, but 89 was a very special time. No question about that. One other occasion I could probably say was when the second time Arsenal won the Premiership on this occasion at Spurs.
Yeah, that's got to be a big one, eh?
Did you know this? Actually, Middlesex County Council on the Spurs stadium has got 2 plaques given the dates when Arsenal won the league there and the Premier League, which I'm surprised they're still there because I'd have thought.
Yeah, that's a weird one, isn't it?
I'm surprised they haven't been ripped down. I mean, they are quite high up. I mean, they're about 20 foot up, but even so, I'm still surprised they're still there.
What about though the Invincibles? Because we was the ones that held that. We was the ones that held that, and then you overdid us by doing the Invincibles.
Yeah, it'll be back in 5 minutes, though. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man.
The thing is, it's the Invincibles was incredible. I mean, you had what? You had Preston North End were the first team to do it in the 1880s. After that, Aston Villa. Then you had Spurs, 60-61. Then you had Arsenal. No, what am I talking about? I'm talking bollocks now. What am I talking about? No, forget what I just said. I'm talking about the bloody doubles. What am I talking about? Preston North End, they did go invincible back in the early days but then the league was very small. It wasn't like it was when Arsenal went invincible. It was a very, very special time, but it was over a whole season.
Yeah.
So there's so many special games, and let's get it right. Arsenal got, how can I put this? They drew a lot of games and they got lucky in a lot of games. You know, we could be 1-0 down, and it was the classic comment towards the end part of the season where Arsene Wenger, after the match, I would say, the commentator would be interviewing him. He'd say, "Well, you were 1-0 down," and he'd say, "Yeah, but Thierry Henry hadn't scored," which was true. Which was true, because that's what basically got Arsenal over the line. I mean, it was an incredible team. Will we ever see a team like that again at Arsenal? No, not in my lifetime. It was a one-off situation. And you have to say that at that point in time, Arsene Wenger was an incredible manager. But he got too power crazy, and unfortunately, in the end, it all went tits up, as we know, and the rest of it is history. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it was like, I mean, I mean, let's look at what Forest achieved with Brian Clough, Peter Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an incredible team. Back-to-back European Cups. You know, decimating Division 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember going up to the City Ground back in those days, and it was a place you just knew you're going to get your arse wiped.
Yeah.
You knew it. You go up there and you think, yeah, well, it's a great place to come. When it's only a matter of time. What time is Forest going to score? And like, this is a true thing, right? Yeah, the group I used to go with, we'd always have a little bet amongst us at the City Ground. What minute of the first half are Forest going to score? And it was whoever was closest within 5 minutes. And we used to put like a quid in or whatever, you know. And if you got it within 5 minutes of that, if I said, you know, obviously you said 10 minutes, Carl says 25, I said 18 or whatever, you know, that's how we used to do it. It's a bit of fun, actually, because you're thinking, right, come on. I know this is going to sound mad to Arsenal fans. If I'd said 30 minutes and it's getting, and they hadn't scored and it's getting to nearly 25 minutes, and you're like, come on, Forest, score. Come on, mate, score. Because I'm going to win myself like 12 quid here. And, you know, and it's like, if after 35 minutes has gone, you're like fucking wankers. Forest bunch of wankers, you know, like it's a bit of a laugh.
Oh, they'll call us fake fans even more nowadays after that.
Yeah, but it was just a giggle, man, because
of course.
You knew back in that time with Forest, they were just they were a fantastic team.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved Brian Clough, because I tell you what I loved about him. He was just straight to the face. He was straight to the point, and he didn't take any bullshit.
So it's something that's gone out of modern football, Jays, hasn't it? Like, and that's where I was saying to you before you hopped on. Like, I find it hard to watch football nowadays because it's all so plastic, corporate feeling, you know, and false, and, you know, money driven to the point of where it's absolute madness. Where figures like Brian Clough, in my lifetime, like a warrior like Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane on the opposite side, like those figures have all gone. You know, it's just it's sad to me. It is in a elite level sport to not see figures like that across the entire league. It's like, it's so odd to me. You know, so odd. You know, because it's rough.
It'll never be like that again, unfortunately, because when I look around, I mean, I don't watch a lot of European football. I don't. I'm not one of these advocates that will sit here and watch La Liga and all that, Bundesliga and blah, blah, blah. Basically, I haven't got time.
Me neither.
I ain't got time to do it. So I just go with. I listen to what people tell me that have got better knowledge than me about it, and that's fair. That's fair enough. I'll go with it. I mean, Steve Mackler, he's the only person
Oh, he's amazing.
I'll listen to, and if I want to know about a player, I'll go to him.
Yeah,
because he genuinely watches it. He you know, I've actually he showed me his setup once. He's on my stream, and it's backstage. We hadn't gone live, and I said, "How do you watch all these games?" And he had like about eight monitors.
yeah, it's crazy. It's
like,
absolutely crazy.
Fucking hell! How do you do all this? And like, I said, "How do you concentrate on a game?" And he was basically just explaining to me. He scans it, and then he waits for something from one of the commentators that says, "Oh, goal, whatever, blah blah blah," and then he watched that bit and all this. And yeah, he's a clever guy doing that.
Yeah.
I respect him because he actually does know what he's talking about. I'm not going to sit here and make out I'm some expert in European football. I am certainly not, or international football.
No, right.
I mean, I put a comment in earlier. Here I am on a Saturday night watching international football. It's the Yeti influence. So, like, I mean, I haven't really been. I've got a game there on my iPad.
Yeah,
I haven't been really. It hasn't been a great game, to be honest. But
it never is with Ireland, Jez. It never is, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's a shame, really. But I mean, I do remember when you got to the World Cup, though.
Oh, that was crazy. Back in 2002, Jez, was it? That one you're talking about? 2002? 2002?
Yeah.
With the infamous Roy Keane fallout.
You should have scored there, man. You should have scored there.
I'm not even watching. I don't even anywhere to watch the game, so I'm going off the comments. But yeah, do you remember the infamous fallout with Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that was nuts. Like that sent the whole country in complete division. By the way, it was nuts. The impact that had on the country, like, it's mental. So it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've had some great players in your time.
Absolutely.
It's a bit like. I know it's a bit different now for Wales, but in the past, Wales have had great players like Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
But they've never had the team around them.
That's the thing.
But now Wales are a little bit different. They got a lot more Premier League level type players in their team.
Yeah.
Which made a big difference. And of course, I forgot the fucking bloke. What's his name? Tottenham player went to Real Madrid.
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale.
Yeah, Gareth Bale.
He's immense for Wales. But Ryan Giggs, he was a star, but he had nobody else around him.
What can you do? And
so
what can you do?
He had no chance, did he?
No
chance, man.
Zero.
Well, it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, that's why I'm not a lover of international football. When it's certain, actually, I want to talk about this. This is the point I thought about earlier, right? Rugby World Cup.
Yeah.
We've just had the Rugby World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the Tier 1 teams, All Blacks, Australia, South Africa, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Argentina, Italy, and I think that's the top Tier 1s. They don't go through qualifying.
Nope.
It's only the teams like Chile, Portugal, Canada, USA, Georgia, Russia, Holland,
Romania as well.
Yeah,
they
have to go through qualifying. So if it can be done in the Rugby World Cup, why can't it be done in bloody football?
100%. It's a joke, Jez. It's all for more TV rights, is what my
money, man.
It's all money. And luckily, I think maybe I might be wrong here because I haven't played in many years, but rugby doesn't seem to be as corrupted as much as football is by money. And like, I would say, like, take that from rugby, take the pooling system from rugby into major tournaments, and also employ the TMOs who do the touch judge officialing from rugby. Send them to VAR and teach them how it's fucking done first and foremost. because it is the most elite form, in my opinion, from what I've seen, of video assisted refereeing in world sport right now. It's in rugby. Rarely do you see a decision that's reviewed by the TMOs in rugby, and you're never left with much angst. It's always, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they made the right call, and it's quick, it's concise, it's explained. The referee is mic'd up so you can hear the whole procedure. In VAR with football right now, it's like nobody knows what's going on, especially if you're in a stadium, God forbid. Like it's just calamity, and then all of a sudden a random decision is made, and even if you're at home, you can see, no, this is absolutely blatantly wrong, and you're left with no explanation, no context before it. It's crazy. Like I totally agree. I absolutely agree. You know, this waste of time qualifiers. Even tonight, Ireland v Netherlands. Like, what is the point? What is the point? What was the point of England last night as well? So it's a waste of time, Jez.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, being selfish, right? It's
You have to be.
As a YouTuber, unless you're able to actually sit, you know, I've admitted I know shit about international football, right?
Yeah.
So if I was to set up a stream talking about international football, I'm just talking crap. Now, I did actually in the last one do Ukraine England or England Ukraine watch along.
Yeah.
No, not a watch along. I watched the game and I talked about it afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And it was a waste of time because nobody really watched it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking, right, you know, basically, I don't know really what I'm talking about. And I admitted it. I said before I even started the stream, I said, look, I'm not a fan of international football, but I've watched this. Yeah. Purely and simply, it was a test to see what sort of reaction there would be to it. And it was rubbish. So I thought, I'm never doing that again. And what it does, it selfishly, it disrupts your channel. So everybody that's a football YouTuber fan, Spurs, Tottenham, Man United, Man City, whatever, you want to maintain your subscribers, right? You want to keep your content going because it is a known fact. If you don't really stream regularly with if you've got a certain number of subscribers, they disappear, right? And that then your channel's a problem. And you know, I mean, the biggest person that will tell you that is Lee Gunner, because you know he's got two channels. One he's got nearly 90k. The other one he's got, I think, 22k. So he's got, and I know he's a full-time YouTuber, and it's his living, and got to make money, and I respect that. But you've got to keep pumping it out there. And as Lee will say, when it's an international break, you're reliant purely on what is going around from news reports of Fabrizio and all this and all that, and you know, then you get 10 other people on their streams talking about the same subject.
Yeah,
and after a little while, it gets a little bit tainted and a little bit boring.
Yeah,
you know, you've got so many people doing the same thing. So that is why this particular window, I thought I'd go down a different route. I love all the history stuff anyway.
Of course.
I love all that. But as I said earlier on, it's quite interesting. The first one I did about the firms, the herd and had over 1,200 views or something like that. The next one had, I think it's like 800 and something. And then it gradually goes on a sliding slope.
Okay.
Because people get to a point and think, well, I know all about this, so I've heard enough now, and I'm not interested. I respect that. I get that, because you know, you think, well, I don't want to hear any more stories, because it's boring now. And I hear that.
I think I that's why I think it's good to be able to kind of have streams out of pocket where you can talk about things maybe perhaps unrelated to football, because you guys, the both of you on the screen, are very interesting individuals, you know. You have amazing like kind of perspective on life. Jez, you have so much things that you've experienced and things you're good at, like fishing, guitar, music, and everything else, red wine too, you know. As I said, my wife is convinced we're distantly related. By the way, just saying. I said that in last night in your comments, but you know, maybe you know during international break, just pop out a stream, just a general chat stream. I think most people like because I'm speaking on behalf of a viewer here. I have no channel here. I'm just talking as a general person who watches.
Good idea, man. Good idea.
Yeah, I think so. I just think keep it general because people want to. We know the amazing opinions you guys have on your respective clubs. We want to hear about what you guys do when you're done watching football on a Saturday. You know, you're gone fishing, if you're gone playing games, whatever it is. Like Yeti, for example, and Yeti, I hope you don't mind me speaking on your behalf, but like Yeti does gaming playthroughs, and like he gets people in there. We're all having a great time just watching him playing the game, and you know, you've watched him. Yeah, there you go. It's fun. Maybe just even just a Q&A, just a general stream, a general chat, even have everyone in there. We'd all enjoy it, man. We're all here to support you guys every single time, you know. So
yeah, I might well do something like that this week. I'll tell you what I might do. Actually, I might set up a general chat thing and invite. I don't know what. Let's have a think about this. Something. I might just get guy like yourself, Carl, Yeti. Get you guys on, and we just have a general chat about whatever it comes into your mind. Basically, I might say, Mama Flossie, come on, talk to us about cooking.
Yes,
you know,
100%. Yeah, definitely.
What you guys do for Christmas? What's that's a good. Carl, that's a great point, man. I might well do that just for a giggle.
Yeah. If football just doesn't dictate the schedule, you always have that in your back pocket, man, because you're a massively interesting person, as is everyone else in this community who makes a channel. I'd be all up for that if anyone started a live stream like that. So absolutely, man, go for it. I'll be there if you want. I'll hop on. I have no problem.
Oh well, that's guaranteed then, man. Leave with that with me. I mean, I'll tell you what. One of the greatest streams I've enjoyed in the last 2-3 months was when Yeti and I talked about music.
Oh, magic!
That was brilliant. And I'll tell you what. Yeti. Maybe you should do that again, because there was so much we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about going to gigs. We didn't talk about. I mean, I showed some of my guitars and stuff like that. And if you know people that would jump on and show their guitars or whatever, that'd be great fun. So I'm going to leave that one with you, Yeti. I'm not going to do that on mine because I don't want to steal your thunder, because you did that so well, and I loved that. I could have sat here for 2-3 hours talking about that because it was just such fun.
Yeah,
relating to our times back in our youth, and everything about bands and music and influences. Yeah, you got to do that, Yeti. Yeah, you got to do that, man.
100%. I'll tell you what, I've got breaking news, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Kai Havertz playing left back for Germany has scored.
Of course he did.
He scored playing left back for Germany.
He scored
at left back.
Yeah, playing left back.
Really?
Yep. It's in the Instagram.
Was it a pity? Was it a pity penalty? Yeah, hardly.
No, apparently not.
Open
He's
play.
Actually scored from playing left back.
Wow.
Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. So there might be, maybe Arteta's seen that and he now realizes where he needs to play or whatever. I mean, I don't know how he is even a left back because he doesn't get involved. He doesn't tackle or anything like that. So I don't know how you'd even put him as left back, to be honest. But he did, and he scored from left back. And also, France have won 14-0.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
14-0.
It almost looks like
tonight.
It almost looks like a rupee score, that does. 14.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Gibraltar, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
but it just shows it. I mean, like Lee was saying the other day, right? Is let these teams fight it out amongst themselves, and whoever comes good gets into the main tournament instead of all us lot having to play them, and it's just a waste of time.
It is.
It's all about money, so it's always going to happen.
And I think Carl's hit the nail on the head when he said about in rugby, there's not the money that there is in football.
Oh no, they're
That's
in. They're in.
all these sponsors of clubs and TV and whatever, they want to generate, and the Premier League and the FA and UEFA and FIFA, it's all about money.
Mm.
Yep.
So, which is nowhere near the levels of what an international rugby player gets paid a year compared to a Premier League or a player, a top flight Premier League player, a top club, or in the Bundesliga or La Liga or whatever. Like Mbappe getting what he's getting a week, right?
Yeah.
Rugby, what that guy earns a year, right? No international rugby player is going to earn that in their fucking lifetime.
Not even close.
No,
not even close.
Not in any way, shape, or form.
So it's all about generating the dollar to pay these players and generate the revenue for TV companies, Sky, whoever, whatever, all around the world. And unfortunately, that's why we're never going to get to that level of what we're talking about, where we say, all right, you got your top, you got your tier one teams, right, in the world of football. You got your 16, right? They're seeded, they're all good. And yet the rest of you lot can just fight it out amongst yourselves.
Yep.
And then the next 8, right, to get it up to the 24. No, it's never going to happen because you won't get the TV revenue. Nobody's going to want to watch Ghana, against Serbia. Nobody's going to watch it, so you're not going to generate any money.
Yep, exactly.
Spot on.
Exactly.
Spot on.
Happen.
And Jez, that's exactly it. Like, that's where I've lost the love of football because the authenticity is gone. Corporations have taken over so obviously. It's not even subtle anymore. It's so obvious that they are pulling all the strings, making these international breaks the whole entire time, all these unnecessary games. And it's just, whether it's in the league, whether it's international break, it's rife. It's right in your face. This plasticity with football nowadays. So for me right now, like I barely have the time to watch Arsenal anymore, given the way we are. Sadly, I have to admit, but certainly not other games. Jesus Christ! That's why I'm often the novice. That's why I love these general chat streams, so I can actually have a chance, something to talk about, because in football right now, it's just it's to me it's a dying sport. It's a dying sport. There's no men left.
It is 100%.
There's no men. There's no men left. There's no authenticity left, and it's hard to get behind it. But I'll always love Arsenal. I'll always put myself through the misery each week. So I'll be here.
Yeah, 100%. Right, guys, I'm going to end this stream now. We'll have a chat in the back.
Just one more thing.
One more thing.
Yeah. Hold me fucking fry up. Back off. Right, I'm going to end this stream now. Basically,
just one more thing. This is serious. This is serious. I didn't answer a question. The question back then, I can't remember what it was now.
About the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Arsenal, I would have to say, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to be a controversial. It'd be Jens Lehmann, because he was the invincible goalkeeper. If you're talking about international, it has to be Buffon.
Yeah.
Unbeaten goalkeeper, that man.
Yeah.
Not Aaron Ramsdale, 100%. No. No show for Ramsdale, no.
No.
No shout for Ramsdale's dad.
Yeah, well, less said about that, the better, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, this is
shout your
going.
channel out, Jess.
I'll put the link in, lads.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, Arsenal history and more. Yeah, all things Arsenal history, whatever. And I get guys, these wonderful people in the community chat come on, and the Yeti jumps on. Carl, you'll be coming on. I'm going to grab you on, man.
I promise. Promise.
And
100%.
yeah, it's always good fun. It's a good laugh. And sometimes it can be serious. I'll get upset and annoyed and everything. But most of the time it's light-hearted and we have a great debate. So there you go.
Legends.
Yeah, big up to you as well, Cole Rossi, for being on.
Always, man.
We're gonna drop now. So I think Ireland lost 1-0. You know, it was the only time that the Dutch actually attacked and they got a goal. Whereas Ireland should have got one beforehand, but you know, they didn't do the right thing, so they didn't get the goal. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream now, guys. So big up to everybody in the chat. Love you all. Bye.